What do you think their biggest draft needs are this year with maybe their first-round pick?
For the Vikings, you mean?
For the Vikings.
Well, I tell you, I think they're pretty solid where they are right now. I would look to try to show up the inside of the defense. I think Kevin Williams is getting a little long in the tooth, and I think they could add another linebacker in my view. I think they're pretty safe on the back end. Obviously, I think they could add a receiver offensively. I'd say those right now would be the primary needs.
And with that being said, what are your thoughts on Christian Ponder as a quarterback? Do you think he's got what it takes?
I think we're still working and hoping to find that out in due time. I think last season he did a pretty good job. You look at his numbers, 2,900 yards passing, 18 TD passes, 13 interceptions. But there are a number of games where he just didn't bring it and didn't give the team the kind of offensive passing punch that you need. When you're 31st in the NFL in passing, you got to get some things done. And so that's why for me, it's still school out for him with me.
All right. And then my last question for you here is, with your son down in Arizona playing with the Cardinals, how great would it be for him, to have the best running game in the NFL?
You know what? The Arizona Cardinals actually passed. They had the 7th pick in the draft and passed, or the 6th pick, and passed on Adrian Peterson and took an offensive tackle from Penn State, of all places. And so they clearly have had major problems in that area since. I don't know what their needs are right now, but I know one thing: they better not come back and try to have a season without a quarterback, because last season was just dreadful for them. The offensive line wasn't very good, and they couldn't run the ball. So it was one of the worst seasons for an offensive team in the NFL. And I know they recognize they got to fix it. That's why they got a new general manager, new head coach, new offensive staff, and a new defensive coordinator. So hopefully that'll change the Cardinals around, because my son Larry really went through a rough season.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me. I'm Larry Fitzgerald Sr., and you're now in my head.